So today we're talking all about the new character designs for Season 4 of The Dragon Prince, but I asked you, the YouTube community, which design you liked the best. And I need to know one thing. Who were the 2% of you that voted for Viren? Why? What's going on, everyone? James here with another real video, and today we're talking all about the Dragon Prince Season 4 and our new character designs ahead of November 3rd. I'm so excited. We just got done talking all about the Season 4 trailer and the New York Comic Con panel. Go ahead and find those videos in the description below, where we did briefly go over some new character designs, but I wanted to take a deeper dive and actually rate them 1 out of 5 jelly tarts. That's right, jelly tarts. Now, before we get into it and talk about every major character for this season, if it is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I love talking about movies, TV, The Dragon Prince, and all the news in between. So if you do too, go ahead and hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, and tap on that bell, guys. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up button again if you're a fan of The Dragon Prince, and you in the comments right now, let me know your rating for each of these characters and their new character designs. I'm curious to see where you guys fall, because I might have some hot takes here. Alrighty, y'all, so let's go ahead and get started. There are 10 major characters we're going to talk about today and their new designs. We'll dive into them some more, and then I'll give you my rating. Let's begin with Aunt Amaya, or General Amaya for you fans out there. We first see her in Season 1, and she was pretty intimidating at first. Of course, in that fight with Rayla was pretty dope at the Banther Lodge. That was really awesome, but I almost wondered when they would maybe give her the human approach, and they eventually do in Seasons 2 and 3 with Janai and her finding love, which is really great. However, we did get a deeper look into her during New York Comic Con, well, to a degree. At first glance, you might think, well, there's not much different with her armor, and you might be right, but it's all about her hairstyle and her demeanor in the Whiplash clip that was released on the official Dragon Prince's channel, and we reacted to it here. But onto Maya's little shaved side of her head, and then the hair kind of long folded over to her left. It's actually kind of dope, not gonna lie. It fits her, and she seems like she's out for blood if you cross her and Janai and her family. So when it comes to Amaya, I think I would rate her new design a 4 out of 5 jelly tarts. I mean, guys, I think that it's not great, it's good, and I think I like that hairstyle. That haircut looks really nice on her, especially for her character. It just fits her whole persona. Alrighty, so now let's transition to some of your favorites I've learned recently, and that's Claudia. Again, we do see her in Season 1, and if you remember from my reactions, I actually really liked Claudia, and I shipped her with Callum until I figured out who Claudia really was. But I know she's a big fan favorite amongst some of the crowd here for the Dragon Prince. So there were 2 shots, actually. I don't know why I just held the 3 fingers. There are 2 shots of her new character design they showed off at New York Comic Con. The first one being her with this staff. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but what I love so much is that her hair is half white, half black, maybe signifying how much dark magic she's been using. And even in the poster, if I'm not mistaken, she has a braid. So it is really cool to see this design. Part of me still wants her to turn good, but I almost feel like she's just going to be a straight up villain at one point in Season 4. However, there was another look we got of her at the panel where her hair was all black, not half white, half black. So this almost makes me believe which photo comes first in Season 4. So, okay, what am I rating her design out of 5 jelly tarts? I'm gonna have to give her a 4.5 out of 5. I actually like her design a little bit more than Aunt Amaya's. Not saying Aunt Amaya's again is bad, but Claudia for me is this character whom you love to hate in the Dragon Prince, and her new design looks pretty sick. Alrighty, y'all, so let's keep it in the family and talk about Soren, who we of course saw in Season 1 for the very first time, and eventually he humbles himself in Season 3, doesn't he? Now, one thing I picked out in the trailer, of course, is that he has this 5 o'clock shadow going on, and at New York Comic Con we saw that. It seems like he's got one hand on his hip and the other hand extended outwards. Somebody on Twitter made a comment that made me laugh. They said, what is he, flossing? I hope that's not the case. Let's keep the Fortnite moves in Fortnite. But for the most part, Soren is a little bit different in the face, right? He seems like he has, of course, that 5 o'clock shadow, which could either signify he's super stressed or he just forgot to shave before this. And then you have his hair, which is actually a little bit different compared to when we saw him in Seasons 1 through 3. Now, again, mind you, it's been 2 years, right, since we've seen these characters in the course of the timeline of the show. So, of course, there's going to be some notable differences. So what are we giving Soren, guys? Well, for me, as much as I like Soren as a character now, I can't tell you that his design does much for me. So I'm giving him a 3 out of 5 jelly tarts. Sorry, Soren. I'm really sorry. So now let's move on ahead to Janai, who we first saw, of course, in Season 2. Now, this is a character who I thought at first was going to be a full-on antagonist, but instead, she ends up being the love interest for Amaya. And don't we love it, y'all? They're a great pair together. I love their fighting styles. They complement each other very well. And honestly, her look, to me, doesn't look much different. Maybe her armor does, actually. I'm not gonna lie. In the photo we saw from New York Comic Con, it seems like her armor is a little bit different here. I'm looking at photos from Season 2 now of Janai when we first see her, and yeah, I would say that her armor is different. It does look dope, and I actually love the way it looks in Season 4. However, how much do I love it? That's the question. I was struggling with this one, y'all, and this is where y'all might get mad at me, but I think Janai gets a 3.5 out of 5 jelly tarts. Okay, listen, I explained it to you. Don't think that there's much different. Her armor looks better in a way, but in other ways, it just doesn't leave an impact on me. So until we see this maybe in context of Season 4, as of now, she's kind of right in the middle for me. Alrighty, y'all, so now let's have some fun and talk about Lord Viren, or just Viren. We stripped away his lordhood or lordship status, whatever the heck that's called, but man, Viren is, he's just one of those. As much as I think he is one of the best villains in the Dragon Prince, I want to say that he's glowed down, you guys. I mean, just take a look at what they showed off at New York Comic Con, and of course in the trailers. He's lost all his drip. Instead, it seems like that drip has dropped because he does not look good, y'all. He looks messy and rough. I mean, he's probably been dead for like 2 years or something like that. So, I mean, it's been a while, right? I just don't necessarily think that his new character design inspires confidence. If you did not know of the character of Viren before seeing him for the very first time right here in Season 4, I think you would think that maybe he is one of the supporting characters. He's not very important. Of course, he looked dope in Season 3, as evil as he was, but man, that guy looked great. But in Season 4, yeah, it looks like he's going through a tough time here. So I am gonna have to give Viren's character design a 1 out of 5 jelly tarts. Now listen, does that mean I think he's a 1 out of 5 character? Absolutely not, but I mean, how are we supposed to rate his outfit and new design any higher than that? It looks terrible. Seriously, who were the 2% of you that voted for him as the best character design? Okay guys, now let's move on to the best boy, Zim. What a great little dragon. I love this dude so much, and I still don't have a plushie of Zim. I'll have to work on that, but I did like what we saw in the trailer for Season 4. This looks like one of those teenage years that he's dealing with now. According to Aaron Ehasz, he's in his preteen phase, so I do love what they've shown off, and honestly, he does look like a little bit more intimidating. He's still playful, especially in the shot we saw of him in the Season 4 Comic-Con panel, but still, the guy looks like he could probably do some damage now, doesn't he? He's just got more, how do you say, weight to him, I guess? But yeah, so Zim for me gets a strong 4 out of 5 jelly tarts. I think he looks good, y'all, and I think it's going to just be a fun season seeing how he interacts with Bait, King Ezran, and the rest of the gang. So guys, let's go ahead and actually transition now to King Ezran, and yes, you will address him as King. I'm actually really impressed with this character arc for Ezran. It's one of the strongest in the entire series, and it's really cool to see how he's almost assuming proper responsibility and control as King of Catolis. And with his new design, I mean, we see it right here. It's neat to learn about what goes into that design. At first you think it's a crown, it's a shirt, pants, we've seen this before, right? But wrong. Actually, in the short story that we did cover here on the channel, King Ezran's crown is forged out of the same steel from the sword of his father, King Harrow, but instead Ezran wants to change the way being a king is viewed and looked upon in Catolis. I loved this, and his hair's looking a little different too. Ezran's just looking older as well. So guys, I am in love with this new character design. I can't say enough good things about it. So we're giving King Ezran our first 5 out of 5 jelly tarts, y'all. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, let's move on to Aaravos. Not wonderful. Well, you know, it won't be wonderful what he's gonna do in season 4. If all my predictions and theories come true, this dude is gonna scorch the earth. But Aaravos is, as you know, our big bad. This is our Thanos for season 4 of the Dragon Prince, and at New York Comic Con, we were able to sort of get a new look at him. It's weird, they didn't have one of these character designs that we were showcasing so far in this video on full display at the panel. However, we got a new look at him in the trailer itself, and boy, does this man look oddly kind of calm, but we know that he's up to something bad. It's almost as if this dude is blowing a kiss at the mirror, and the horns look a little bit more pronounced in a way. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but his shirt is also a little different too, so he's got himself a new getup, but I kind of like it, y'all. However, I still think there's a bit more to be desired. I almost feel like for him to be the big bad, there's got to be like this final form for him in season 4, so I'm gonna have to give him a very strong 4 jelly tarts out of 5. You're probably going to be mad at me for that one too, aren't you? I'm sorry. Alrighty, y'all. So we have 2 more main characters left. And let's begin with Callum. Oh man, Callum. Oh man, I feel for him this season already. Now, a lot of you are actually upset with his design and you guys don't think he looks great, but I'll be honest with you. I don't mind it. Is his hair different? Yes. I mean, is it that bad? No. However, I take issue with the rest of his design, which kind of looks the same, y'all. I don't know, nothing about this screams intuitive to me. There's not a lot going on that's different from season 3, but I almost have a feeling we're gonna get some new digs for Callum as season 4 goes on. But as it stands, y'all, I don't know, guys. Looking all right, but it's a 3.5 out of 5 jelly tarts for me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And of course, who else did you think we're going to end this video with? My favorite character in the Dragon Prince and one of my favorite characters in any animated series of all time, and that is Rayla. I'm actually on my rewatch journey of the Dragon Prince ahead of season 4 in November, but y'all, Rayla, her design for season 4 looks incredible. And I can already hear some of you saying, that's not Rayla. We talk about that in the theories video I just dropped on the channel. But I think that Rayla's demeanor looks almost as if she's a seasoned traveler. I love her getup. You can tell that her actual outfit is much different and more pronounced than some of the others. Maybe it even rivals Janai in terms of the differences, but I love her new hairstyle. I love this cuddle monkey that she has with her. And yes, I think this cuddle monkey is a friendly. Don't worry, guys. But it is just incredible to see Rayla as we see her for season 4. It just warms my heart to see this character, and honestly knowing that in a way they reunite, at least we think they reunite for season 4, it's beautiful. So guys, what else did you expect? Okay, what else did you expect? There's a huge difference in terms of her outfit from season 1 all the way to season 4, and it's a good difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Rayla, well, now that I think about it, oh come on, of course I'm gonna give her 5 jelly tarts out of 5, the second 5 out of 5 of the day, y'all. What a fun time. That was awesome to look at all these character designs with you, but I need to know, like I said, in the comments what your ratings are for each of these characters, all 10. Let me know in the comments below, and hit the big red button for more fun videos like this. Subscribe to the channel, y'all, because we're getting into the Dragon Prince more and more as the weeks go on and as we get closer to November 3rd. So when that series drops, don't worry, I'll let you know about my reaction schedule, but we'll be dropping episode reactions, season review, and so much more. Guys, I can't wait to talk more Dragon Prince with you, but for now, I leave you with all this. And, well, I don't know, will Aaravos leave us with nothing by the end of season 4? Who knows? Alrighty, y'all. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening.